Nancy Pelosi has new idea to stop illegal immigration. 3 words leave Democrats cringing. Crazy Nancy Pelosi recently talked about her new idea to stop illegal immigrants from flooding across the southern border. However, it immediately blew up in her face after just 3 words from the kookie congresswoman left Democrats cringing. House Minority Speaker Nancy Pelosi, DCA, is known for putting a foot in her mouth every now and then, but a new clip of the California Democrat demonstrates just how embarrassing her senile behavior can be. After seeing the clip, one has to wonder why Pelosi is still in Congress. According to the Gateway pundit, Pelosi gave an interview to congressional reporter Ronald Hansen during her recent visit to the Arizona Republic. The clip, which was recorded on Tuesday, February 20, 2018, really shows how mentally unfit Pelosi is to be in Congress. In fact, the deranged Pelosi is probably lucky that she doesn't actually have to work for a living. When asked by Hansen if she thinks it's possible to get other House Democrats to vote for funding the building of President Donald Trump's border wall, Pelosi replied, "Well, I'm not the wall's biggest advocate in Congress, but I do know that representatives in the House and senators, in that body from the border wall areas, have some serious objection to a wall because they know how detrimental it can be to the community trade, to all of the other aspects of a border." She continued, "But again, let's sit down and talk this through and see what makes sense. Not some commitment to a promise that we're going to build a wall and Mexico is going to pay for it. That's never going to happen. But, let's talk about where a more serious structure might be necessary, where fencing will do or mowing the grass so that people can't be smuggled through the grass. That's something, levees, technology, personnel." Yes, she said that. Why on earth would Democrats let someone as stupid as Nancy Pelosi represent them in any way? She's not just an embarrassment to her colleagues and her constituents but also to our country. Anyone with common sense knows, mowing the grass isn't going to accomplish anything for border security, as Pelosi suggested during her interview. It's well past time for Pelosi to step down and retire with the obscene fortune she's made as a politician. This wasn't the first time Pelosi has made a fool of herself when speaking about the border wall. In April 2017, Pelosi conducted a conference call with reporters during which she bashed Trump's attempt to secure funding for the border wall. Pelosi claimed that it would be wrong if the wall was funded at the expense of government programs like those that assist young people, the elderly, and the environment, according to The Hill. He did not promise that he would take food out of the mouths of babies and seniors and education, clean air, clean water, scientific research off the table in a significant way in order for him to pay for his immoral, ineffective, unwise proposal of a wall, Pelosi said at the time. According to Oz Central, Nancy Pelosi also insulted President Donald Trump and his congressional supporters, saying, "This isn't about the grand old party that did so much for our country. This is something that is anti-evidence, anti-science, anti-government. Actually, President Trump coming in is their guy. There's nothing that President Trump has advocated on policy that they haven't been there longer and worse. Name any subject. Immigration, gun safety, climate, environment, clean air, clean water, a woman's right to choose, fairness in our economy. If only Californians weren't so dumb, then we wouldn't have career politicians like Nancy Pelosi hanging out in Congress long past their prime." Just from watching the clip, it's easy to tell that she can barely construct intelligible sentences, and the mowing the grass comment just takes the cake.